on!
Be cool. You be cool.
Once more into the fray. Welcome back to Don the Shui. We're going to talk about some topics here on the channel, but if you like what you see, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Check me out on Twitch at Don_the_Shui. This is the way.
Depending on who you count as a role, because you know it could be just somebody working with somebody.
I just know he's not planning on using any like superpowered people.
Yeah.
We can't have no
Clayface.
Clayface.
There's not too many, honestly.
Yeah, we can't have
There's
Clayface.
a lot of Batman villains that don't have powers, that just use equipment or just use smarts.
We can't have Bane in there either. I feel like he shouldn't show.
You could do Bane.
You could do Bane, but I'm saying if we're gonna do the more
like metahumans, like a Clayface just kind of.
Well, I count Bane as that too because Bane technically is in
Bane's
that.
not a metahuman though.
He's not a metahuman. Yeah, no, I know he's not. No,
No,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that what he's actually classified. I'm saying that I classify him in that bracket because of his strength.
So, but that doesn't make any sense because he's not classified. Just because you classify doesn't make.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I said for me, he's classified in my book as that, so I would put him in a different tier because I feel like he would show up in a different way. But also, I'm saying that too because we already got Bane, even though.
Okay, so if they add Bane, they're gonna do the Venom one, right? Not
yeah, it would have to be the Venom.
I would hope so because we never seen that.
But it's like, is he gonna be the strung out Venom Bane, or is he gonna be the fucking? He has Venom because he's still moderately smart. Like
all he has to do is take influence from that last Bane run when he took over the city. Like just make that Bane. He used Venom and he's just fucking smart and calculated. We already got a smart and calculated Bane. It just sucked that he wasn't in charge. That was the thing that kind of brought that down.
And the world was better for it.
Like, yeah, he was smart in that
Italia
movie.
ran shit, low-key.
Yeah, that shit kind of brought that down for me.
Yeah, that was,
I was like,
sometimes you don't have to be the leader of evil to still
I do give him that though. Like he was smart and he was calculated.
Just remember, I'm the one that broke the match. No one else
It's
could.
other people. Like, yeah, you gotta have, like, cool, we could get the foundation of, like, fucking Joker, like, basically the supervillain crime bosses. You can get that foundation, but I feel like starting with Hush, there's other people that they can use that are really dope, that don't involve, like, the metahuman power.
So I was gonna say it last night too, but I completely forgot. What is that new villain? I keep wanting to call him Ghostwire, but you know what I'm talking about.
Ghostmaker? He's a good guy though.
He's a good guy? Jeez. I guess then it'll be too early for him. Cause I was about to say like, what if they? Cause
they don't even got a Robin. They ain't gonna introduce no Ghostmaker.
Cause I'm just like, I want to see a movie where Batman's getting out Batman.
Prometheus, that's what I'm saying, bro. Prometheus is perfect. Prometheus is
who is
fucking
that? I don't
Batman.
even know who that is.
He's basically like an anti-Batmanish kind of nigga, and he's like
he's an Owlman.
He does everything that Batman does, and he uses like the negative zone as his lair and shit like that. And he's like mad calculated, and like they hire him to do like certain shit and certain research on people, so that way they can like take down the fucking Justice League. Cause like he holds the Justice League by himself. Like he just studied all the all the weaknesses. He just has calculated and careful as Batman.
But you
And he
know
can
what?
fight like a motherfucker.
And I know you said you don't want it to happen, but oh, here's my other thing. Do you guys get the vibe that this Batman is supposed to be the early version of Ben Affleck? Because I got a little bit of that in that one scene when he was
No,
airlifting the dude
I
off
see
the
this
roof. That
I see
scene
this
looked
as its own
very,
standalone
very
thing,
similar.
and just because they said it was his own standalone thing.
No, no, I'm saying that yes, they said it was its own standalone thing, but I'm saying like based off of that one scene where he was airlifting the person out of Gotham from that fallen building or whatever, and they had him grungy and staring up, and his whole cape was dusty and shit. It was giving
Like Ben Affleck
it was
Batman
giving
thing.
me.
I just see that as Batman.
But that's what I'm saying. It was the way that they shot that was kind of giving me that Ben Affleck from fucking like Justice League beat Batman beat Superman vibe, and then it made me think like, well, that Batman is the older like basically retired version. So I'm like, this kind of feels like this would be that Batman just younger, even though it's not the same universe technically by what everybody's saying. But but that's what I'm saying. To me, I caught that vibe from that scene.
I just see it as Batman. I don't really see a comparison of any. I feel like this movie was so like thought out and calculated. Like, it's nothing compared to like, what mess they did. That shit was a mess.
It was.
Well, you know what's crazy? Imagine if they would have did something this well with Ben Affleck. Like, where would we?
But
be
they
at?
could have. That's the crazy part about it. They could have.
They could have. I feel like Ben Affleck would have been fucking great. It's
Look,
just
my thing is,
fucked it up.
if they would have did a good Ben Affleck Batman, and I still like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I mean, like that could have been a good setup for a good Batman universe with a Joker established. But they keep.
I mean, how he was. I'm not the biggest fan of the whole little cholo shit. I know there's a fucking run with Joker like that, but I just personally I wouldn't say it's terrible. But,
But the Joaquin
personally
Phoenix.
don't
What
like
you
it.
mean cholo?
But like the whole fucking the club type of shit. Like the how he was.
Oh
in the
no,
whole-
no, no, no! I'm not talking about that Batman, that
Oh,
Joker.
you
I'm
talking
talking about
about-
Joaquin Phoenix, like
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
Joker,
bad,
Joker.
bad.
Like
I
the
be getting the
the
mix
one where
mixed
he
up.
was fucking beat down and he finally snapped type Joker. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, if they would have
Wow.
built a good Ben Affleck and then had that Joker as the Joker of that universe, I think that would have been a good two characters for a Batman, like
Maybe
movie
maybe.
universe.
I don't know if it would have meshed well. Because it, like, think about it, they would have gave creative control to the fucking to the niggas that fucked up Batman, and they probably would have fucked it up.
Because then
the thing with Matt Reeves, the only reason he's coming back is because he asked for creative control, or he's leaving, and they gave it to him. If you fuse the shit with the DCU or anything like that, he's gonna fucking lose most of that creative control.
Because then I was also thinking of the thing, and this is maybe this is why I don't want Joker in the movie, is because I know that Joker is supposed to be older than Bruce Wayne. So I was like thinking to myself, like, well, it would be nice if they could get Joaquin back doing some wild shit, and then it could give us now another character who clearly is out of his gourd, but Batman can also clearly see needs help because he can see the brokenness in it. Because the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, you can tell that that's a broken man. He's psychotic, yes. He's probably doing a lot of stuff that he's telling the story. But
it's one of Joker's origins.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
it's like, but the thing is though, with the Joker, you could have him act in several different ways and it still be inaccurate. Because this man is so fucking shrouded in mystery, and so fucked up in his mental that he has several different origins, and they're all fucking canon because he's just so fucked up and about it.
But that's why
I think, dude. That's why I think the Joker is interesting, and why I don't mind him keep coming back. As long as it's like, you know, obviously it's good, but like he could tell his origin in multiple ways, in different iterations, and it all can just line up into one like congruent line. Like you get what I'm trying to say? Like he told all these separate origins, but you could believe all of it. Like how they did in The Dark Knight, where he was telling different stories.
Yeah.
About how how he was. Like, what the fuck do I believe for this nigga? Like, this nigga is crazy.
But what I'm saying is because
like
they're
also,
building this Batman to be the as they said in the movie, he's still working on like portions of his personality before he's the full-fledged. He is the Batman.
Yes, and
I'm
that's
like
why I like.
adding.
That's why I like he's.
Adding
That's
a.
why I like.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I like why he's so emo.
Yeah.
Like that's his personality is getting worked on as the movie's going, and you can see that because, like I said yesterday with the Selena Kyle show, when he told her to take care. Throughout the whole movie, she was talking with this nigga like, "You don't give a fuck if I die or not if I go in that club." He ain't say nothing. He ain't even react. And then he reacted at the end, and then he started feeling more for Alfred. Then he did the whole monologue actually being hope for the city instead of just vengeance.
Yeah.
So like this nigga's his personality and his emotions are starting to open up.
Yeah.
And that throughout the whatever trilogy, hopefully it is a trilogy, he'll be more of a human character by the end of it. Or more emotional character.
But see, the thing about it too with Batman, and my thing about if they could do this right, I feel like it doesn't have to be beholden to a trilogy. If we could get Batman done correctly and give these villains the time of day, yeah, it could keep going. I could really feel like if they do this storyline right, we could get a in my opinion, like a Harry Potter length series out of this. Like
Spider-Man.
Like
some Spider-Man shit where they keep going.
Yeah. So it's like it just has to be effective.
Even
and the storytelling
has never had over.
Yeah, he's never had 3 movies.
The same Spider-Man's never had over 3 movies.
Yeah.
Which they're about to break that, obviously, because Tom Holland's coming
with
back.
Thor.
But yeah, Thor. But
yeah, Thor about that. Well, he's technically only having 3 movies too, right?
No, he's having 4 movies.
Oh yeah, cause I forgot the fun one was the 3rd one. Yeah. I completely forget the 2nd one. I completely forget that 2nd one is there. That 2nd one is blank. Actually, you know the crazy part? Every time I think of the 2nd movie, all I think about is a red super beam coming from the sky, and that's it. It's like somebody doing a giant Kamehameha from a crystal from the sky, and that's all I remember.
I just hope they don't. I hope I don't got no doubt that Christian Bale's gonna portray him. Like his acting is gonna be good. I just hope they just don't water down gore. That's my only fucking like fear for that movie.
Somebody said imagine gore in the freaking comedy. I feel like that's how it's gonna be. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, I'm very worried. Like,
son, how do you get the attack on the other side?
I think one other really good thing is that I don't know if this is intentional, but I noticed that like reading the past Batman arcs or stories like Joker War, Fear State, whatever happened before Joker War, a lot of repercussions were at the end of each arc that has something to do that changed Gotham, and I think the ending of this one is like really good with changing Gotham, not just in a metaphoric way, but in a just like in a physical, not physical, in a like a literal way. As you can see, the city is flooded, but after the outcome of a certain conflict between hero and villain. So I think that's like
and what's interesting about that point is how they said that that the crime rose in those parts because people aren't there in that part of Gotham. So those parts of Gotham are going to become like a bunch of crime boss and supervillain territory, which is going to shake up Gotham a little bit.
Which also forces
and it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see.
Say he only got 3 screens. Said Batman only got 3 screens, bro.
I can't. There's a lot of shit I can't talk to him about. So no more.
Wait, is that your older brother?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that the whole time?
No.
Yeah, who the fuck you thought that was?
I thought that was one of your boys or something. I didn't know that.
Like,
Why
that's
you
why.
live with him? That's his nephew.
No, I
Yeah,
knew that
that's
I was a
my
little
nephew.
kid and everything. I saw him with his son. I was just like, I thought that was one of your boys that might have had a kid. Oh shit, that's your brother.
God,
Look, I don't know your family,
I swear
Wills.
you
I
know
only
my
know
brother.
fucking, I only know Brian, and I haven't seen him either. I picture him looking like Lurch right now. I don't remember him getting
He
tall.
like 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen Brian since he was like short and hunched over a computer, bruh.
Yeah, Cody was like people in people's houses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I haven't seen your family in a while. But I've actually never seen your older brother. That's the other thing too. I've only seen Brian
think you
and
really did.
and Grandma.
What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. It's not some fighting outside. Oh, they talking to the cops. Why they
No
so
more
mad?
dead cops. Fashion. No more dead
Fucking,
cops.
what was I saying? Oh yeah, you brought up the fucking flooding, right?
Oh, you just got
Yeah,
them
yeah,
changing.
yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking
the end of an arc.
the 2 TV shows that got
So,
coming.
so
The
fast.
the HBO Max shows, the Penguin
Why
show.
is-
how?
That's
they got
gonna
a
be
Penguin
mad.
show?
Yeah, that's gonna be mad interesting to see how the rise of his crime syndicate is gonna be, and they got an Arkham show too. So that's gonna be real. I'm really interested. In that.
Did they
Son.
did they cancel the GCPD show?
Not sure. Not sure. I didn't really see anything on that. But I know there's a Arkham and a Penguin show. Which is crazy to me now to how streaming services are so big. Like back in the day, like TV shows for like superhero movies, they couldn't really attach like, you know, big name actors to TV shows.
Yeah.
Like nowadays it's like, yo, you got huge actors being on like TV shows like nothing.
It's usually the opposite. Like it's always like regular actors become the big names from the TV show. But,
I think
Son, how do you just turn and do that?
Shows. But
So what?
I said I think DC has like good, like really good show quality. But that's just HBO, to be honest.
I mean the Max shows. Yeah. I mean they
Yeah, I
didn't really
fucking
stay a
love
start on
Peacemaker.
Max. I love Doom Patrol. That's probably my favorite.
Doom Patrol
yeah, I
is
gotta
really
watch
good. I
that.
gotta finish that. Oh, I gotta get him off this
This
damn horse.
Talking to this nigga Stephon, this nigga, I fucking love that shit.
Wish
That Batman movie.
Whew. Damn, I don't like fighting this dude. Ah,
Oh shit!
son, horse bump! Get me out of the corner! Oh.
Nah, man, all the seeds are there for the court though, Nelson, bro. They
Court
literally
of
got all-
Owls?
Bruh, all of the seeds are there. Like all the whole corruption is out. It's out in light. You got the families being on notice. All the fucking the power gap in Gotham. Like the court is there. When Riddler put that map down, I was like, bruh, if that's like an underground map of like the wealthy of Gotham, I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy, son. But like, it was just a map of the city where you put the bombs. I was like, all right, that's cool. But I'm like, bro, there's so much they like. If they really just, if Matt Reeves is like, you know what, I want to do Court of Owls, let's throw that shit in there. They could easily do it with what they set up.
And that's why I say I'd say save Joker for later because you got so many good storylines that you
That's
can
what I
do.
believe they're gonna do.
That can
like,
build.
I feel like Joker
can
is gonna have a
build.
part in the second one, but it's not gonna be a main thing. Like it's not. Like that. I feel like Matt Reeves showed in this first movie that he can transition from 2 different plot points with ease. Because yo, each time they went from the crime shit to the Riddler shit, like I legit forgot that aspect was going on, but like not in a bad way. Like, cause I was so invested in both. Like he was really good at that.
Come
Wait,
on.
what happened?
like transitioning from the mob shit and the Riddler shit, but like intertwining it at the same time. But like when they're not a part of the same scene or like whatever was going on from different scenes, like it didn't take me away out of any of like those two plot points because it was how it was written. That's why I feel like he can have multiple things going on in the next movie. Like he was talking about like how the Joker, like I feel like the Joker is he doesn't have to be like a main plot point in the second movie. He can still be in it, but he doesn't have to be a main plot point.
Yeah, because Nelson, Wills was talking last night. We were saying how, because of course, you know, I really want Mr. Freeze, and he's
Now your
wants
daddy made
Hush.
it really. He made it. I agree with your point about the Mr. Freeze shit.
Yeah.
Like how it can show like a really good humanizing side to Batman, like
Yeah.
to, like conflict wise, of like
Yeah.
not all of these niggas are complete like psycho sociopaths.
Yeah, not all
Like-
these guys are complete
Like,
villains.
Riddler would
Not
be
all
really
these
good.
guys.
I mean, Freeze would be really
all-
good for that.
And because it was just like that. That was the idea of like, it'll be the dicon, especially if you got Hush 2 putting him on the ropes. It's like I got to deal with somebody like Hush, but then there's another guy like Freeze that is similarly as dangerous as Hush, but he's not doing this to just rule Gotham. He literally just wants his wife back.
That's why I like when Freeze shows up in the books, because Freeze hates the rest of those crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And the only time he teams up with them is if he really fucking needs it. Like he's desperate.
Yeah.
He knows them niggas is fucking crazy.
He's the villain's villain. Like, he's by himself.
I'm here for Nora.
I'm here for
Yeah, that
Nora,
bitch been
and that's
frozen
it.
15 years,
I
bro.
will freeze the city if it could get my wife back. But fuck with that Joker nigga. But that Joker nigga, nah, yo,
They should've just took
I ain't
her-
cool with
If I
him.
was Freeze, I'd have contacted Ra's al Ghul, threw her body in that pit, called it a day.
He would have to have known about Ra's al Ghul, bro.
Nigga, they all them niggas ain't no secret no more, God.
Yeah, now it's not a secret. But then the other thing about it too is, I probably wouldn't have called Ra's al Ghul because I know how
That
motherfuckers
bitch
come back
came
from that
out
Lazarus
crazy,
pit,
word.
bro. That Lazarus should be doing shit to you.
You
I don't
might
need
go
my
on
wife.
a vacation.
Like
She
my
was
wife. Yeah, my wife might come back a freak, but you know that freak might not translate all the way past the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be
Yeah,
freaky
man.
in the daytime. But
Charlie's
nah,
gonna show up in the next one.
I wouldn't mess with that
Played by
Ra's al Ghul shit.
Elodie Young.
The girl from who's she from?
That's Electra.
Electra? Oh.
She got a show now, I think. Soon.
Yeah, I did see her.
I was gonna say bring that chick over from The Witcher.
Oh. I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either, but she mad.
Ra's al Ghul played by Benicio del Toro. Oscar
or Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac to play everybody. Oscar Isaac is Poison Ivy.
Oscar Isaac is Batman. He is Moon Knight.
We gonna play
Moon
Thomas
Man-
Wayne.
Moon Man. Thomas Wayne.
Oscar Isaac is everybody in this cast.
Man, I can just see it now. Nigga, Batman gonna be like, Tommy? and that little, and they better make him do that little pose with the two guns. I swear to God. That sounds cute. Imagine he said that.
I'm like, hey, this nigga is racist.
He is seasoned.
That sounds crazy. I don't know
Jamie
if that's-
Foxx is Hush.
I can't
Shit, they
see
might
it.
make Hush black.
Shit, why not?
That's what I said.
He's gonna be covering most of the movie. He gonna have a different identity in most of the movie.
Yeah, might as well make that nigga black.
I can see Jamie
Then
Foxx
and
fucking
then and then
Foxx.
every DC fan that's actually secretly racist is just gonna be like, why are you making a canonically white
it
character
happens all the
black?
time, bro. You can see when they do shit like that. You can see who's like truly a fucking racist.
Yeah.
All the way.
He was white. He was a white guy. And I was like, he has bandages on his face. He was white.
And he changes his identity. Like, come on, bro.
He was white.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
true. You honestly can make him.
Yeah, you
black,
could.
but it
You can make it. Well, you can make him anything.
Yeah,
He
you
could be
could,
anything,
but
yeah.
definitely, it wouldn't hurt his character at all.
Are you fucking?
He just has to be maniacal. But damn it, I just had it. He was white.
Good. Glad you.
Yeah, I hope he's in that Gotham Knights game.
Who, Hush?
Yeah, I hope they have like a cool, unique room with like, just people we haven't really seen before. Like they got the fight. Like I know we seen Hush, but like we ain't really seen nothing. Cause I know I saw something that they was teasing Prometheus for that game. It's like, bro, I hope.
This is Horse Knight so damn hard.
And kill them all. That'd be interesting.
Bro, that is such bullshit. Come on.
What you fighting?
Firefly.
Margaret.
Bro, when they first
Margaret?
announced Firefly for Origins, I was so hyped, son.
You gotta
Gonna burn.
It's not difficult.
How was that
It's
boss
just like
fight?
his fucking
That shit was tough. I
Did you-
love, bro.
did you
that's
summon-
why- that's one of the reasons why I love that team. Like them boss fights that they constructed are amazing, bro. They said they took so much inspiration from how the Mr. Freeze fight was structured.
Did you summon the other guy, Justice?
Yeah, they do feel like Metal Gear boss fights.
Yeah, there's a dude at the entrance. It should be on the right before the
Mr.
door.
Freeze fight was basically a Metal Gear fight.
It'll be
When I first
gold.
played it, I was like, this is like a Metal Gear fight.
That's how I
Well,
like it.
that's-
too. And they actually let you square up with Deathstroke. That shit was so good.
So why does he get to do that?
I didn't know that. You one
Instead
shot
of fighting them in a
executioner.
fucking tank. No Arkham Knight, like, come on, bro.
Oh, yeah, he was in Arkham Knight?
Yeah, he shows up as a side mission. He's in a tank.
I do not remember that. I don't.
I mean, I was so hyped for the Man Bat shit. Like, even though the Man Bat shit is still kind of cool. Like,
Oh, because he just randomly shows up.
Yeah, but like,
Oh yeah, those boss missions were so underwhelming.
yeah, it's super underwhelming, bro.
That's probably why that's why that game was disappointing. I mean, it was good, but also
It's a good, it's a good story and good game, and like they constructed that world really well. It's just like, come on,
They
bro.
took
Those boss
everything
fights-
out. What
Yeah,
Arkham
those
City
boss-
was fun for.
Yeah, if those boss fights were A1, that game would have been the best Batman game.
Definitely.
Ah,
I love the scope, the scale of those buildings in that game. Like, and just the way
Yeah,
the
it was-
city's constructed.
It was nice to actually be in the city.
but yeah, Justice, I was gonna tell you that there's a person you can summon at the
I
beginning.
got him. I'm beating his ass now.
Oh, okay.
Bro, where's
'Cause I was
the
gonna say
black
it's just split,
I
just
got
to
a feeling
split
in
his
Gotham Knights,
attention.
after you beat
That's
the
how
game,
you
there's
beat
gonna be
it.
an option.
Yeah,
to
that's
play
all
it.
it is, bro. Because he's not hard at all. I'm just
He's
like,
not.
son, his attacks are unpredictable as fuck. I'm just like,
He does have this
Yeah,
one where he
that's
swings
what-
multiple times.
I said, you know how Batman's technically dead in this game, in Gotham Knights, from what they're saying? I feel like there's gonna be an option at the end, even if he's truly dead or not, where you could play as Batman, because they just know people want to just Batman
Yeah.
around.
Oh please, they should be like, no. Fuck that.
I hope he's actually dead. I hope they stick to it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or he's just old Batman. He's like, yeah, I've been on the ground the whole time.
Nah, he's just dead.
I got
I feel like
6
he's not
feet
really
under.
gonna be dead, but like I hope he. It'd be cool if he's dead.
I mean, in true
It'd be
Batman fashion.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, nigga, I've been in the negative zone.
Yo, he
Nigga,
tried
The
both
negative
of
zone
I've been in the negative zone eating shawarma.
with a nihilist.
Man,
Me and Zod.
Bro,
Me, Zod, and the nihilist. Well, nigga, how you get another universe?
I'm Batman.
Alright.
oh,
Shut up, Batman. Why I don't like you sometimes. You're always saying that bullshit ass line.
Why ain't no Black Robin? Oh wait, nah, yeah, there is now.
now.
There's
Not
Now.
Robin, but like a Black Bat family member. But there is
Now.
there's like
Nah.
3 of them.
Yeah,
We technically, Lucius Fox
That
was
kid.
there from the beginning.
Lucius,
The
that
Batwing.
kid, and Batwing.
Yeah. And now Jace.
Yeah.
That nigga tough, so I gotta read this latest issue because he in New York now. Will you stop fucking hitting me?
But
Ain't no but
nah, there is a but.
stop talking about.
There is a but.
You about to bring up Ben Affleck again? I'm tired of him.
No, I'm not. I wasn't gonna bring up Ben Affleck.
Nah, you.
The only time I
Right.
want to see Ben Affleck in another superhero fashion is if they just do a Daredevil thing. Like,
I
real
don't.
quick.
I don't really
In
care.
Secret, in
I don't
Secret
really care
Wars.
for Ben Affleck being in the movie. My thing is just what this Flash
I
movie
just
is
want him
gonna
to, I
do.
just want a small cameo in Secret Wars. Like that's it.
That nigga gonna break out his fucking suit.
Bro, he do that shit, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that's
Oh my
fire.
God, come on.
Like that's a nostalgia thing I would actually fucking love. Just because of how much.
I was
I
in the
love
middle of drinking my Kool-Aid.
You really drinking Kool-Aid?
This guy is
So
beating
why
my
you-
ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Word.
I'm always reaching for the loot, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Son. This is grade A baby back bullshit. Son. Like,
See, so get him to phase 2 and then just wait for the Michael Jordan slam. You can get a lot of hits off it.
bro, no, I know
said
all
Michael
of this
Jordan
shit.
slam,
I
yeah.
know all of this shit.
Michael
This
Jordan,
nigga,
Al
this what
Capone.
he'll do. He'll tell the computer nigga to get your ass the fuck up out of here first, cause he just start focusing him. He kill him first, even
Oh,
though
Well,
I'm trashing him.
But look, at
now.
that point, look, the thing you gotta do.
Yeah, he's low
Wait, is
enough
it
at that
wait?
point.
What kind is it? Is it the wizard or is it like the barbarian?
It's the wizard.
It's the wizard. Okay, if it's the wizard, what you gotta do is when the wizard starts shooting him and he starts focusing the wizard, just start wilding on him to get his attention. You want to
No, I
keep the
know.
wizard guy alive as
That's what
long
I'm
as
trying to
possible.
I'm getting boxed by it.
Because the thing about it is when that wizard does his his multiple spray move, that usually can get him to that break
Stagger
state where
mode,
you can
then you
stab
go
him.
back,
Yeah. So it's
I also
like you
read that
wanna
if you summon Mark, it has more health.
Oh, okay. That's not enough.
But I mean, but it's better to have like more people. Just two.
yeah, no, it's better to have more.
That's why I focus. Like I let him focus all my attention. His
Fuck!
attention on my two like people. I was just wailing. Also, are you using like a good weapon?
Son, how did he dodge that?
Well, he got him.
That's really the nigga from the Eternals playing Joker.
Oh, come
He
on.
look like a.
I was hoping to look at
He look like Ezra Miller, but like if Ezra Miller was fucking normal.
If Ezra Miller is trying to be normal and he's trying to be weird. And
I
he's
feel like
the best
Ezra Miller just tries too hard with everything, bro. Like, shut up, sit down, just be yourself, bro.
But you know what?
The KKK though.
You say he about to what?
He about to square up with the KKK. You see that video he posted like I don't know, maybe like a month ago, talking about the KKK to shoot themselves or some shit like that.
Nah, I ain't see that. I
I
don't follow
see that.
nothing from that nigga.
I don't follow either. I just know it just shows up.
Nah, I ain't see it.
I mean, maybe that's him trying to save his career after choking a bitch. So
Yeah, I feel like he might just be that a PR stunt.
I don't know why he said it to be honest, because I didn't look into it. It was just funny that video.
Where
just
this come
surfaced.
from, man?
What are you talking about?
Man, I'm
Go
so.
play Snake.
If only in another universe, I could be this hype for fucking Flash, bro. Like I just.
which is
I know
why
that movie gonna suck,
which is
but,
why
like,
I
if it's
brought
just-
it up.
If it's just somewhat good, I'll be happy, son. Like it's just somewhat.
What
good.
I really-
just don't have no faith. No faith.
my
I
thing
thought
is
this
that
one
I
was
know that they
Spider-Man.
already
be honest.
established Edward Miller as the Flash.
Who?
Ezra Miller.
I used to Edward. Man.
No.
Cause this suit looks so
But
tough. I hate his
My
fucking
thing
face.
is that
And,
I would like if
like,
they
the
were to do
story
it in
don't
this
seem like
movie.
it's gonna be that. Well, to be honest, we don't know too much, but I just based off of their track record, I just don't have it.
Who's directing?
Oh fuck! I forget. This is why I should know all of this. This is my favorite superhero.
Oh my god. But what I was gonna say was the fact that they're doing the Flashpoint thing. I know they're not gonna write Ezra out, but in my opinion, I would have been like, yo, if Ezra could be booted out of this like franchise, I would use Flashpoint and reboot himself, bro.
I would ask for so much money and be like, fuck y'all after this.
I'd be like, yo, if I could do that, I'd be like, yo, give him as much money as he wants so we could get him out of here and get a better Flash, bro.
I mean, you never know. He could be good in this movie.
He could be, but
That's
it's like,
I'm not writing him out.
but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
not either. I just don't have any faith at the moment. Like I want to see more.
This guy did the It movies.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. The It director.
Oh man, you should have some faith, man.
Oh yeah, it's not about the director; it's about the character.
It's more. It's more. It's not really more about the. I mean, the character, is a part of it, but it's more just them in that universe itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're buying to too much baggage right now.
Yeah, basically.
Which is why I say if they do the Flashpoint,
Which is like, it
seems
I was
like
about to say that. This
with the
movie could be the
Flashpoint,
movie to help correct this.
yeah, because the thing about it is we already know Aquaman works. Everybody likes Aquaman. He's gonna stick around. We know he's gonna.
I fell off the cliff.
The fact that they're separating Batman again from this is like. It's like it kind of sucks, but it's like whatever. And then like my thing is they really whatever they did or whoever they had because wasn't it like what's his name not Zack Snyder when he directed those little bit of Superman scenes that he had in the Justice League movie to his cut. I'm just like. They need a director who saw those scenes and said, you know what, I really think I could do a good Superman. And it's like, it would be nice if Henry Cavill could come back, but we know that might not happen. It might happen, but it might not happen. But I'm just saying, like, if they're going to use Flashpoint to reset this universe, they really need to make sure that everybody is hitting at all cylinders. So it's like...
Syllables.
But it's like, did you see the rumors for, like, what the new Justice League is going to be?
Well, no, I don't know what it is.
Is it Supergirl part of that?
It's the female push, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't give a fuck about Supergirl. Like, I don't give a fuck about.
Oh my god.
Supergirl.
Shut up.
I don't know. Females? Oh man.
It's just like that team is just weird. Like, you know what I mean? It's not the female.
Hold on. Let me dip this in the bud right now. The only time I was mad at the female shit was fucking Captain Marvel. When it was so ham-fisted, and I was like, this could have been done better, and it should have been done better to promote the female empowerment that this movie was going for. That was the only time I was mad when they pushed female characters, and I was upset about it. Outside of that, I don't care. Like, because Captain Marvel was the movie that made me feel like this should have been way better. Like, and I'm not happy about it.
Was a letdown.
Yeah, it's kind of like, but, you know, we move on.
But I'm okay with the Batwoman and Supergirl. But it's just like I just hope when they reset it, it's gonna be decent. But wouldn't well no, because she wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like that team is a team that you put when you don't have the rights to nobody. That's what it feels like.
It's like what the fuck?
Because I was gonna say Power Girl. Is that her name? Boob Window.
Supergirl clone?
She's just Supergirl.
No, she's just Supergirl in the future. But
she's Supergirl from another universe, not from the future.
I thought she was from the future.
Oh, how, son?
She's from Earth 2, I believe.
Hit me?
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say maybe not do the super boob window, but I'm just like, what if you just did Power Girl instead of doing Supergirl?
I saw what they're doing, and now the latest rumor that came out about that movie is that the villain is an evil Flash. which is like an
Reverse
evil
Flash?
Barry. No,
No,
they
it's
changed
not.
it to Reverse
So
Barry.
it's not even.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people
It's
are
not
mad
evil
because it's
at
like,
all.
why the fuck? If you're doing an evil Flash, why not use one of the actual evil Flashes, not like an evil Barry?
God, you
One of the
got mad
goats.
people.
Like that nigga's rose gallery is a bunch. Like
It's
there
a
are
bunch of
lot of evil Flash.
speedsters.
There's a lot of evil fucking speedsters you can use, and you want to make it evil Ezra Miller. Like,
Bro, what?
Son, have you seen the Flash show? Like, how many speeds are in that show?
yeah.
Ridiculous.
And I know
Like, bro,
you
why?
guys said you didn't want
Of
that,
course, man.
but
It
I
would
was
make
just like,
sense, though. It's just CW.
I still think that at some point that the TV CW Flash should have made its way to the big screen. I think that would have been a better transition.
Look at that Houston.
Man, a better transition to get someone else.
AKA,
They just need to focus on solo movies. Because clearly that's what's
Yeah.
working.
yeah, their solo movies is better at DC because the connected universe they just don't have a handle
Like
on.
solo stories, just leave it that, bro. I don't want to see more shit.
One Marvel do shit.
Yeah, so just shut up, bro.
Just shut up, DC. Just sit down. Just eat your cereal one kernel at a time. Stop trying to eat the whole bowl at once, bro. You're not good at it.
That's yo, man.
That ain't my Batman, nigga.
He can have that. He can have that little warehouse scene, bro. That's cool and all.
That's
cool and all,
but that ain't my fucking Batman, nigga. Nigga, my
and-
Batman was a Twilight vampire. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's my Batman, nigga.
But you know
Robert
what?
Pattinson.
Even
nigga
back
didn't have to
then,
leave
I don't know if y'all was because I feel like y'all opinions did change, but I was upset all the way from back then when they talked about that Batman and I don't know who was capping for that movie or who was talking about it was so good, but I just remember I was like I felt like I was
We all
alone.
came out
I
that
was
theater
alone
like,
in
what the fuck did we just watch? I don't think any of us liked that movie when we came out there.
I felt like y'all didn't like it after y'all really thought about it. I think y'all liked it during the movie. And then, like, after y'all really thought about it, I was like, nah, actually, this shit is kind of trash. And then y'all came around. But I remember me coming in and leaving. I was like, this is just DC trying to run after Marvel as best as they could, and it's terrible. And they did too much. They did too much too soon, and they just did not have a handle. But you know what? It's not even about the fake ass Doomsday. It's about the fact that movie is 4 different plots. That movie was 4 different whole movies mashed into one, and it was like, yo, this is gross. And then you got, and my biggest thing was old Batman versus young Superman. I'm like, why do you have that?
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing. I'm really tired of hearing Zack Snyder or fucking
Can we
Justice League.
can we talk about this new Batman, please? That don't exist no more.
That don't exist,
I mean,
though.
to certain people, that's all that exists, which is
Bro,
not.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can cap for that, bro. That movie is.
Bro, they trying to say this Batman. This shit is whack. I'm like, bro, you're insane.
This
You ain't
movie
no
is
comics
is
fan,
far from
It is.
whack, bro. This movie is far from whack, bro. Like this movie's a good reset, a good breath of fresh air. Like the thing about it, I feel like
I
after
can
we got the
understand
Dark
general-
Knight trilogy,
I can understand the
this is-
general like population saying that they didn't like they're iffy about this movie after watching it because the general population, from what I've seen from people I know, after I'm talking to people on Instagram now after posting it, the main gripes that I've seen people say, which is understandable because people
Too
don't
long.
really know, it's too long, and what's his name? They don't like Robert Pattinson because of Twilight. Which is like, I understand because that's like a general, like if you don't know anything else about anything about like what's going on with like comics, just like just Batman in general, like I get it. Like, that's the average moviegoer thing.
They need to let that hurt go to Twilight.
Because it makes no sense. Because I was talking to Sean and them, because Sean agreed. He was like, yo, half of the MCU started in teeny bopper movies when they first started having.
Chris Evans.
That's how they get their big break. Yeah, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans was so fucking, the only roles he would get is like the jock in something.
The goofy
and
jock.
Another teen movie, bro.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
goofy.
He's great at
He
that
was the
movie.
goofy jock in almost all of his
And
movies
after
until he finally.
Cap, he did like movies like Snowpiercer, so you can see how the gens just
So
changed.
Robert Downey Jr. was an '80s like heartthrobbish kind of dude, like back in the day. That made no sense.
He was Jensen Ackles before Jensen Ackles.
I mean,
Started out in
Like
that.
people say, like I've talked to
On
some
that.
people that said like, oh, the 3 hours is too long. But then when I bring up like points of like how most of these Marvel movies are pretty much the same exact length, they'd be like, yeah, that is true.
But you know what? People, the thing about it is,
Nah, the
No,
latest,
some of
the
them are
last
like-
Marvel movie, Spider-Man was like probably like what, like 10 minutes
one.
less.
But like a
Yeah,
majority,
but like that's what they try to compare it to. I'm like, bro, it's the same exact length.
But the
Like,
thing-
almost the same exact.
but the
length.
difference about it is that Batman forces you to sit in the mud for that time to figure out what's going on with the plot, where most of the Marvel movies are just bombastic explosion fests that keep you kind of like awake or
Yeah, that's what I'm
entertained
saying. I can
for most of
understand
that
for-
time limit. So people aren't used to
For the
like
gen-
sitting
not to-
and
not
thinking.
To, not to shit on people that don't read comics. It's gonna sound like I am, but like the niggas who really understand, or it's not even the niggas that just read comics, like niggas that actually watch movies and like know plot and know how like certain shit is written. It's like Marvel is still written well when they do their job well. But
Yeah.
like if they can mask that really well with throwing in cool shit like yo,
Cool
look at
shit,
this fight and look
Cool
at this
shit.
happening.
Look at this fight.
Action
This is a
figure,
nice
nigga.
joke right here. A little bit of
Yeah, you
sadness.
can
Back
match
to the
that.
fun.
But
Like
that movie, Batman, you gotta really fucking.
you gotta sit in
You
it.
gotta think.
You gotta sit in it.
You gotta
Yeah.
think.
You gotta sit in it, and that's the thing. That's why I'm
not
like,
to shit,
I can see
not
where
to, not
people.
to say like Marvel movies haven't been doing like aren't written well. It's just like you can easily mask that for the general consensus, like the general audience.
Yeah, because they have a formula.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, they have a formula that we're all familiar with. Batman's just like you haven't really seen any comic book movie like that unless you watch like thriller movies and crime movies. Then
Yeah.
you can kind of figure it out.
That's
But
what I'm
you
trying to
don't-
explain to some niggas right now.
Like-
yo,
you
the
don't,
thing about it
really
is-
need.
Go ahead, Nelson.
No, so you really don't need to be like a freaking like rocket science to like follow it. It's just you gotta just pay attention. That's all. But I can
'Cause-
understand the runtime could possibly be too long though because it's like
Yeah,
4
I mean,
minutes,
but, like-
4 minutes under 3 hours, and they could have like maybe like concise it up a little bit more.
Well,
Like there's maybe
for the
so that's
general
why I'm-
consensus, yes, but like for me personally, I didn't
Yeah, I
feel
can get
any
that.
of that. I didn't
Well,
feel any of that 'cause
now
I'm
you have
so
to-
used to watching. I'm so used to watching regular crime and thriller movies with run times like that. Like
But
that
you-
I'm
but then
interested.
you have to
I'm
remember-
used to it.
But you have to remember, you are used to watching crime movies that
That's
are
what
like that.
That's what
So
that's what
you're
I just
used
said. For
you're
the
used to
general
a
consensus,
movie.
they're not used to it.
Yeah, you're used to a movie
general
that
audience.
requires you to be pensive for most of the movie, and a lot of people are when they're coming to the movies, as how you said, these people aren't used to sitting. It's like people that aren't used to sitting down and reading a book. Like I get bored reading a fucking book for too long, but there's good books out there, and like Batman is like one of those good books that when you sit down and you read that shit, yeah, this shit is great. But I'm not used to reading fucking books, so I'm mad at the book too long. Like that's basically what they're saying about this
I'm
movie.
not used to reading about books.
Goddamn, bro.
Like pick up a book and read some shit. But
You want a nigga that not know something, put it in the fucking book.
I do. That's why I'm going to see it. That's another reason why I want to see it again because I want to like see if it's like does it feel like it's staying around too long or
I can
could they just like
the way that I feel though is now the movie never took me out. I'll say, because
like
I like Batman, I
There's
like the
something
universe
looking
and
forward
everything.
to.
But I'm gonna say this: there were points where the movie slowed down and I felt it, and I didn't look at no watch because I was in the movie, but I did feel it, and I was
can
like,
respect
"This
your
is
opinion, but
this
I
is
didn't-
taking."
I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that at all.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You didn't. You were fully invested, is what I'm telling you. And while I was invested as well, there was points where it was like, and I think that's just akin to the runtime and what they were probably doing in those scenes, But I was like, I like the pensive points when they were trying to figure out the puzzles and doing all that stuff. Yeah, I was sitting in there. You could put me in there for 40 minutes. I like that. But there were other scenes where it was like,
based on, nah, I can't agree.
No. This is as I said. I was never not into the movie, but there was points where I could literally feel where the movie slowed down.
I get what you're saying, bro, but I just can't agree because those like just based on how movies are structured and like how stories are told, scene transitions are like what kind of make me like feel the way how you felt for like movies, like you know, like when the scene changes, like you could sense like, all right, now maybe there's about to be some downtime. I didn't even notice half of the scene transitions in this movie. That's how really well written I think that movie was, and how invested I was into that story, because I didn't notice half of those scene transitions. That's why I don't know. I respect it, but like I just can't.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said when you were viewing it, you were fully invested, so you didn't feel any of that. And that's why I said I was invested, but I could feel points where it was slowing down for me, and I was like, this isn't taking me out, but I feel this. Because there was there's movies where it's like, yo, this literally took me out to where I like looked down, closed my eyes a little bit, or like I was bullshitting to try to get through the scene. Like there's movies that's done that to me before, but this movie I felt the slowdowns, but it wasn't a detriment to me. But I feel like somebody who's a regular viewer, in them slowdowns, they probably were just like, "Oh God, this movie's going on forever." Because there's
that's how it works for like the general audience.
Yeah,
because there's gonna feel like that.
Because there's definitely like because I'll say there's points.
They try to say that shit.
There's points in movies where fuck, now I lost what I was about to say.
Shit, prime example with Turtles. A lot of people don't like that movie because they say it's too long.
Yeah. I just had it.
The only reason they don't say it for Spider-Man is because, you know, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-man's just action-packed the whole time. It's fun. It's goofy. It's colorful.
You know, it's crazy because that movie's only 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 30 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, but a lot of people still say that shit's too long.
Really? That's like, it's crazy saying that because when I came home last night, my mom was wondering, like, where were you? I'm like, the movie was that long? I was like, yeah, it was that long. I was like, yeah, it's nearly 3 hours. And she was like, what? Because she's like she's known to say like a movie, like maybe a movie's like an hour and a half to 2 hours and a half. But I'm like, yeah, that's like the normal movie. But no, this movie is like nearly.
But you
can say
what's
it's
crazy? A close to 3 hour movie is starting to be the norm now, even for regular non-superhero movies.
Yeah. But then what's crazy too is I wouldn't have even known that this movie was 3 hours if my damn alarm on my phone ain't go off. Literally, at like my alarm at like 11:15 went off, and I'm like, damn, it's 11. I was like, whoa, and I was like, damn, the time flying in this movie. But like I said, it's just.
It did fly. Though.
It did fly. It did fly.
It was like 8:30 or something when it started.
Yeah.
And I looked at my phone. It was like 10 something. I was like, damn, this is almost over.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, Nelson. I agree with you too. I think I need to watch it again, just to see if I'm like if anything I felt in the first viewing was unfounded, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I was seeing that I was like. I was a little upset about, and there's some stuff that I was just like, man, this is just done so well. And I just want to watch it again to see, because my thing is on the second viewing, you're gonna know if this movie is really slapping, or if it's like maybe you might be capping. Like I don't.
That should be.
I didn't mean to rhyme, but I didn't mean to do that.
Like an actual segment or something.
That sound like a reviewer. Like, hey,
is this
shit slapping or is it
capping? That's actually pretty good. You should actually
the Dowdy review.
the Dowdy Batman review.
Yo, you should make that a segment.
You should.
Does it slap or is it cap?
I don't know if it'll age well at some point, but you can do it while it's hot. You can do it for games too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. You can do little mini reviews, slapping and capping.
Yeah.
There you go, Daddy. Do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I will.
He ain't gonna go with it. I can tell.
I'm already
I
doing
ain't
the
doing
YouTube in. I came up
You
with
can
this
make
shit.
like a little 10-minute review, slap
Yeah.
that Captain segment video. That's just
That would
another
be-
video you can add to.
Yeah,
Another
I was.
segment you can add.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking about something else I could do
You
for
don't
the channel because
Yeah,
I
but
had just
the
been
cool
posting
thing
a
is
lot of
about
Elden
reviews, you
Ring.
don't even have to go in depth, bro. You can make like a little 10-minute video.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. I don't know.
Even less than that.
But you know what? But you know what? I
some
have to.
movie
Then
hours,
I'd really
10
have to
minutes is too
watch.
long.
I'd have to watch Batman. No, actually, no. Long form content is
No,
popping off on
You
YouTube.
should do it for games. You shouldn't do it for movies. Because your
Long
channel's
form.
not centered around movies. You should do it about games.
Yeah,
Yeah, that means he has to play a lot.
yeah. I would have to have time to play.
He plays enough that he can review. Like,
Barely.
start with Elden Ring.
He gotta finish that shit.
I gotta finish it. I'm barely getting past this boss, and I'm fighting right now. So,
Shit,
which
probably
this game slaps. I ain't even finished with it. I know it slaps. Like
You should
this is
definitely
it.
play
This is
Bloodborne
a
after
slap.
this.
Yeah, doubt. If you like Elden Ring, play Bloodborne.
You should definitely play Bloodborne. You don't have to worry about the parrying or
Yeah, you
blocking
can
or anything like that.
And you can actually be a Wakanda.
I just like the aesthetic of that game so much.
I'm mad that y'all
It's a
bait.
little more
I'm mad that y'all baited me into this game, telling me that I could transform into a werewolf, and I believed you. I'm having fun, but I'm a little upset.
I would say there's a possibility you can say.
Yeah.
I'm a little
It was
upset.
never a definite.
God
I told you it
damn.
wasn't a definite.
But you can dress up white one. That's the cool thing about it.
Yeah,
You
no.
can actually get a wolf
Nigga,
cross dressing. Yeah, furry.
Oh my god, son.
Alright, I killed Market. Who I gotta kill next?
You gotta go to the
Go to
round table.
Godric.
I'm in the round table. So,
Ooh.
like, what do I do in the round table?
I defeated that NPC in the round table.
Oh yeah, there's an NPC in
Where he
there.
at?
Yeah, with a sight.
Over the balcony.
Fight it and find out. But there's also something down there too.
Over the balcony. I gotta jump down.
Yeah, you gotta jump
Yeah.
down. It's no fall. You'll be alright.
Alright, right. That's what I was afraid of.
Fuck! Oh! I'm trying to lose no. Oh my god. Get off the horse.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not part
alright.
of this. Tell me more.
I'm not wrong.
Elliot, oh shit.
Take it easy, Shui.
Oh my god, please give me that shit.
Think about the nut.
No.
You're gonna be like that. I don't know if you ever seen that gif of that chick, that black girl in the audience, and she just squirming around.
I felt wise in that part.
Hey yo. Out here squirming for Batman.
I definitely set up for that though. When I saw that that name Elliot in the file, I was like, oh shit. Then they actually said Hush. I was like, oh shit. Got shit.
Oh, I got frostbite and killed me.
Damn it. Son! Son! Oh my god.
I do love when that freaking theme started kicking in.
Bro,
once
every
in a
time he
while.
showed up in that theme, I love that theme. Son. I want to sample some of the OSTs and that shit, bro. Like the fucking that score is amazing.
Shit was mad nice. I love the,
So my thing is now, is the theme based on the operatic what the hell is the name of that song that Riddler was singing? Because it felt like after he sang that and then they did the theme again, I'm like, are they like deriving some of the Batman theme from this operatic song? Like,
maybe.
Maybe.
because
All I know is
Santa
that,
Maria
that's-
is the name of the opera,
Ooh,
I think. But it was just like when I heard the theme after he did that part where he was opera inside of the jail cell, and then they started playing the theme. I'm like, I feel like they used a little bit of Santa Maria in that shit for his new Batman theme. I was like,
Most themes for shit is just either composed of ideas from other shit or just you get a composer to come up with their own work. But everything's inspired by
Kidding me?
everything when it comes to music.
yeah.
I feel like Catwoman's theme was inspired by the bird. It sounded like very close to it. Had this.
Sound like what?
You ever heard on? Well, it's not Bird. I don't want to say.
I was
Bird,
Zoe
'cause
Kravitz in the
he
more
didn't
black people.
compose it. And
That
Yeah,
one was beautiful.
what was it?
it would be nice.
I forgot his name. He also did Spider-Man.
But all of our
Danny
Hafu
Elfman.
queens are always leaning more towards their
She is
procreation being
Like
quiet.
I saw somebody tweet like, "Yo, I would have gave up being Batman that night." Like I probably like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Fuck God.
Fuck Gotham, bro.
I would have been, yo, Selena. She would have
"Fuck
played
my
me, but I
family."
would have felt bad.
Fucked her right on that fucking in that little scaffolding area.
I would have felt
Right
like,
there,
like,
bro.
I would have been sucked. I'm sorry. She would have played my bad.
She would have hit the signal every night, and I would have showed up, bro.
Yo, just when that first scene when she showed up, just looking at her face, I'm like, oh my God, son. That is a gorgeous woman.
I was like that when I saw her X-Men Origins.
Oh,
So,
come on.
Hey,
You
that's
get to
what
do 2 hits.
nah, he had her too.
Yeah, he dated her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a while ago.
Ooh.
ASAP
With
Rocky.
Channing Tatum, man.
Zoe Kravitz?
Channing Tatum? Yeah.
Fucking Channing Tatum now.
Oh. What? Really?
Yeah, I saw a picture of them together. Fuck them.
Does she got kids?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. She one of them celebrities that just date around and fuck around.
She remind me of what's the name? FK Twins.
Good.
You know the singer? FK Twins. Oh, really?
I'm
You
really
saw her,
tired
you
of
probably
divorce
know it,
again.
so you know what it is.
Son.
She dated around too. She dated Robert Pattinson. What's that nigga name from Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, that's that black girl that Shia LaBeouf was with?
Yeah.
I never seen a picture and the nigga going, hey, Shia LaBeouf like black girl?
Yeah, she's a singer. She's really good. I like her music.
Dating.
I forgot this game came out.
WWE.
Dating around.
Xavier was Shelton Benjamin and Shayna Baszler playing.
Shayna in that rise bit. Where the hell is this black?
Shelton Benjamin was like Rain.
Everybody look like Raymond. Raymond looks like everybody.
Rain look like Rain.
Damn.
Yo, I heard that fucking. We've been talking nothing about Batman, but Nelson, I heard that fucking triple threat between Sammy, Andrade, and Darby was
I thought
fucking
she-
amazing. Son.
I thought she said, when you said Sammy, I thought Sammy Zayn. I was like, wait, what?
But nah, I heard that shit was amazing.
There was a triple threat, right?
Yeah, Redbird. I completely forgot about Redbird.
I saw what's his name, Luke Rowan, or Rowan showed up.
Yeah, he's gonna get added the show to Revolution. I mean the show, the match to Revolution. He's gonna be a part of it since Stevie's here.
The match leader.
Yeah, they put that shit up there. Buy-in
Wait, so what was the triple threat for? It was for a title?
for the TNT title.
Oh, wow. Wait, who was in it again?
Sammy, Darby, and
Oh shit, actually.
they did a really cool like superplex spot, but it was Andrade, you know like the power bomb off the buckle position.
Yeah.
And Sammy was on the power bomb on the top of him, but Sammy had Darby in the suplex position. Well, not suplex. What do you call that when you put them over their head?
Suplex.
Swanton bomb.
That's a suplex?
Like when you put your arm over their neck.
Fuck,
and
I almost
flip
killed that
them-
nigga.
Yeah,
Flip them behind you? Yeah.
Yeah,
trying to get
and then Andrade stood off the ropes and like walked up a little bit, and then they was just like all three together, tied in the air, and they just dropped. That shit was tough.
Was that, so they did like the Tower of Doom?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Keith
wanna
Lee
see
had a
that.
match too.
I wish I could do my transient moonlight from the horse.
I saw what's his name won the title. Ricochet won the title. So
Yeah,
you got into nothing.
you know, that
We'll see. I'm not.
Oh
Nah, we not gonna
my
see. I ain't watching that shit.
Well, no, I mean, you know what I mean. Just it
Like
shows
Twitter
up on
and
my.
tell us,
It shows up on
right?
my IG feed.
Twitter or Instagram.
Good for him
They
to have
probably
some
do that.
IG.
Like, you know what? Just stay here a little bit.
Man, they should
Oh
have
wow,
decided to do
he
that a
screamed
long
it.
time ago. These motherfuckers.
I hate the way that.
Yeah, with
button
the are you
feels.
fighting the dude in the
Not
hole?
too crazy about it anymore.
Yeah.
Um, you just gotta wait for his like frosting to go away, and then you just gotta box him before he attacks you. Use
I
like
know
your
where he
specials
is.
to stun him, and then
I
just start
know.
hitting this shit out of him.
I know.
But once he starts fucking hitting you, it's over, bruh. Bleed
Oh,
and
shit.
frost.
Alright.
Stop giving me pointers. No.
I'm about to
All
say,
right, my bad.
That's how he reacted, bro.
Shit. Thought I'd help
I was
you out
trying
since
to
I
sidetrack.
beat him already.
I'm not struggling.
Just trying to give you some tips since I've already vanquished that foe.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
sure won't
You
do.
have more time.
you know, every time I see that, they like the Black Adam, the freaking Hawkman stuff, whatever for that movie, and they got like that little filter on it where like everything is tan. I just think they're in the Age of Ultron.
Oh my
It was,
god.
like when Hulk and Iron Man was throwing down. They look like they right around the corner. I don't know if I'm excited for that.
So now, are we
Black
really
Adam.
making Black
Yeah.
Adam like super heroic? Like he's not
I
gonna be.
don't know, man. I'm on the same thing with like
he teeters.
Morbius for them.
I know he
Yeah,
teeters, but
all of that is in the same category for me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm not even like. I guess like I wouldn't say remotely because that's just kind of mean, but like
I mean, you're interested.
yeah, you can say that. Like I'll go see it. But I'm not like oh shit.
see, my thing
Like
is
how I
like
am about,
you don't
like-
feel like it.
Like how I am.
Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
yeah, like how I am about Doctor Strange or like this Batman movie.
Because my thing about it is like, if you're gonna do that movie, I'd say I know Rock wants to be the main focus, and I feel like he doesn't want to portray himself badly. But I'm like, just make him a villain. Just be a villain, Rock. That's it. You can be healed.
From what
You
I've
can
seen,
be healed.
it looks pretty spot on how he should act from what they showed so far. Because he has to have that dynamic. If the wife and the kid are not in that dynamic, there's like that's not Black Adam,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much how he was acting because he brought up his son in that little clip. It's just
Ah,
like,
yo, come on.
he has to be killing niggas.
Yeah, I want him to be like murdering people. I don't want him to be.
In
like,
that
"Oh,
clip,
I
they
gotta
showed him
save
murdering
the
mad
day.
people.
I gotta
He murdered a
save
whole
the
room full of
day.
soldiers.
Nice.
But I want him to keep murdering.
They said that's what that movie
Keep
is gonna be.
murdering.
He's gonna murder a lot of people.
So that
But,
Shazam could come up and
like
be
I
like,
said,
"Look,
I'm
Black
not-
Adam, chill out," and he'd be like, who are you? I'm gonna murder you,
Who
dude.
are you? Styler.
Also, why you using my power? You ain't black. You ain't even a man.
You ain't no Adam, nigga.
Give me my
You're
Shazam
not
power back.
Batman.
You
You're
a
not Matt
Dwayne.
Reeves.
Give me
Batman.
that chain, bruh. What you doing with my chain on?
Superman gonna show up with Matt Reeves Batman. And he gonna be played by I don't know. He gonna show up. He gonna have a fucking feed, black nigga feed.
We just gonna get black Superman.
It's gonna be Michael B. Jordan. Matt Reeves and Michael B. Jordan. Superman.
Nah, it's gonna be Matt
Which-
Reeves.
which you know-
Matt Reeves is Michael B. Jordan star, played by Superman.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, tracking. I would kill that nigga just now.
Yeah, nah, maybe they should. Maybe they should just do standalone and just the only time that they fucking have the universes clash is if Flash pops in real quick to like do some bullshit. Like,
Nah, keep that Batman separate, dog. Separate.
I want my Batman on the side.
If you want to do another Batman, get someone else to play that universe. Just keep that other
Like
Batman
Michael Keaton.
separate. Yeah, keep it separate.
I don't want them to bring Michael Keaton back unless they're gonna
Which is
do
so
Batman
weird.
Forever. Not Batman Forever.
Beyond.
Batman Beyond. Yeah, that's the only time I want Michael Keaton
There's so many
to play
people in the
Batman.
Batman Beyond movie, and I'm the only one here like, why? I'm not going.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just like, if they're gonna bring Keaton
Like,
back, I don't
honestly,
want him
bro,
to be
that shit is
Batman.
mad
I want him
cool.
to be an old
that shit,
Batman.
That shit is cool. I don't want to see that shit. No, I'm sorry.
You don't want all of the CG that's gonna be required for that flight suit.
Nah, I'm good, bro. That suit is tough.
That suit is
Everything about
tough.
Batman Beyond is tough, but it's just like, oh my, bro. You could use that money for something.
Hey, what's up, Vengeance?
Get that money to Matt Reeves. Batman 2. Go ahead, go in there, go sit in that seat, Matt Reeves. Get that camera out.
Matt Reeves just
That
fucking
director.
owns DC after he finishes his Batman run.
You know what's crazy though? When I was watching when I came home last night, I was like, man, I can see like the Joker from the Dark Knight in that universe.
Yeah, you can fit.
The Cholo Joker?
Like I feel like they can flip flop actually. They can switch and I feel like
Nah,
they
he's
can
talking about
do it.
Dark Knight.
Joker.
Oh, Heath Ledger's Joker.
I can see him in that universe.
No, but Heath Ledger's Joker can work. It's just Cholo Joker that just does not work for me.
Oh, Gangster Joker.
But he doesn't give me gangster Joker vibes. He just gives me
That's fine.
weirdo.
We just gonna stop talking about that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you were gonna give me a gangster,
Honestly, I feel
then
like
give me a
Heath
gangster.
work.
Like,
Heath's Joker can work in like anything. To tell you the truth.
That shit was
Like even in that weird ass DCU, I can see him actually putting like a good performance.
they gonna make him start dancing and fucking telling not jokes.
Because when you think about it, that Joker
But see-
is pretty unique.
but that's why I said the Joaquin Joker is like, because we're getting him before the unhinged part. I feel like he could work. I wouldn't want him doing the steps dance again, but
What was that?
like I just feel like he would work as a Joker in that universe too, because it's like we haven't really seen the extent of his like wanting to achieve something after the unhinged. Like,
Hey, what's up, Vengeance?
But I feel like the Joker there. I feel like what they're about to do with that Joker, he's about to be really fucking unstable. Like he's about to be really unstable. Like not like you don't really not like unstable in like a menacing way. Like unstable is like, bruh, this nigga is just killing people. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like he gonna be fucking real like insane.
Maybe there's
I
like
can
that
tell by the way
that
his
long Halloween
face.
one.
Yeah, like he's just gonna be killing, mass murder, like murder.
Nigga said, why you want to kill all those people down there? Because it's 50% chance Holiday's down there, and if he's not, still killed a bunch of people.
Yo, like that, that's the Joker ID. So like, I just kill mad people. Oh well. Like,
Nigga would try to kill the competition. I went to sleep the first part last night too.
I gotta download. I was going to. I'm like,
It's
I
on
gotta
Max.
download. It is?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
both parts. I've been watching that shit.
You didn't tell me that, bro.
I just happened to like load up like Max one day and I saw that shit was up because they
I
they
know
put
that.
the latest movie they put up there was the Chinese, not Chinese, but the martial arts.
Oh, the martial arts movie.
son,
That
why
shit
is he hit so hard, bruh?
Yeah. I think
I didn't know that. Now I'm about to watch that.
I love that.
There's
I watched
so
that
much
year one.
damage.
I think I wouldn't say year one. Phantasm, The Dark Knight Returns, and I guess Long Halloween probably my favorite one.
I got year
Yeah,
one
those
on
are
my
probably the best ones.
PS3, bro.
Those are definitely probably the best ones. Long, I was really fucking happy. Long Halloween animation was probably the movie anime movie was probably like
That shit
was done good, done well.
I love that shit.
It's probably your favorite time of the year, huh?
They
Halloween.
fucked up on
spooks.
what movie they fucking Killing Joke. You know,
Oh yeah,
it's like
I never even seen
fucked
that.
up for that shit. And Hush is just okay.
Oh, where they had
I ain't seen
Batman
that
sleeping
either.
with
Once I
Batgirl.
heard about that, once I heard they deviated and stuff, I was like,
Yeah, that's why it's just okay. I wouldn't say it's trash. Like the Killing Joke is trash. That's
nah, the Injustice movie, that shit.
no, that's worse
Hot,
than trash.
hot garbage.
Yeah, that's like Batman vs Superman. Like, that shit whack.
What's up, Vengeance?
What's
Trying
up,
to get in
man?
some trouble?
Yo, bro, that's
I like when they kept calling that nigga Vengeance.
What's up, thing? I can't.
Oh, Mills.
Son. Yeah, she definitely could have had whatever she wanted, bro. And
yeah, fuck Gotham.
I'm about to name my son Vengeance.
I name my son Gotham.
Got what?
Gotham News.
That's not bad at all.
what the fuck?
That's pretty cool.
And then he's an emo kid, and he's like, "Shut up, Dad! I'm listening to grunge."
Yo, he's black. You can't be evil.
He just puts on eyeliner and presses his hair.
Nigga got the belt pants, bro.
he gonna be out there with the belt pants,
He gonna have
bogus.
the big ass pants
I'm
with
gonna
the belts
purposely
on.
move to the hood so you get a sense of struggle.
Well, they
Nope.
killed him, dog.
Nope. He gonna turn into the Joker. You do that. Hold up, he's
Probably
stuck.
gonna love that.
Oh, good,
So
he's
you
stuck.
turn into the Joker.
Spanish for dummies to a Batman. El Ratchet.
All right.
That's why he didn't figure that out, because the rat with wings thing, that's like Jim?
Oh, he popped out! Oh!
Jim? What the fuck?
We finally got detective mode Batman.
Full on
Detective Vision Batman.
Oh!
I love that freaking that contact gadget he had. That was such a good.
Yeah.
His eyeball thing.
Yeah. I love that.
Cause I was like, how the hell is he recording all of that? And I was like, oh, it's a contact.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, he don't got his cow that got all the tech in it yet.
Yep.
Why the hell do I have to go out, bro?
Tell me. UP.
A lot of cats. I got a thing for strays.
That's off the book too. Straight out the book.
I got a thing for strays. Fingering that milk like, come on, Catwoman. Calm it down. Jeez.
I'd have followed her home too if I was Batman. Yeah, this for work.
I gotta lead.
yeah, I think she's connected out there.
She connected, alright. Why don't you just connect her number then? Alfred be like, why don't you just connect her to your number then, instead of stalking her every day, Bruce?
That'd be like,
Bet no. No.
anybody get close.
She's dangerous, Alfred. What, are you afraid you might fall in love?
That
Love?
nigga threw them
What's that?
emotions. He turned them emotions on quick when he's nigga like, hey, yo, I'd have been, oh my god, I would have fucked up that mission, bro. Talking now. I'd have been, huh? What we doing? But that's just Batman for you. Nothing. deter that nigga until he actually get the pussy. Then he get the.
Yeah, he really be getting fumbled up. She be popping up on the roof, be like, "Yo, you can come to my house right now, but Joker's killing the city, but my house is empty." Man, fuck.
While I was watching the movie, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, Batman don't need none of that. Like, Batman knows, like, he trained himself. But then I thought about the years of publication of Batman. This nigga always falling for some pussy.
He always was, though. He was always
He ain't
in.
trained his mind that well. I think he's nigga.
He was always in some ass.
Catwoman pull up, that nigga be like, Robin, get upstairs.
Robin, go finish your homework. I gotta talk to this criminal alone. I want to fight crime too. Fight those books.
That's when he said Robin away to the Teen Titans boarding school. Hey, I'm gonna put you in. You're gonna be a team with them. Man, like, I know what you're doing, nigga.
He's like, nigga, I got X-ray vision, but I can see through that bullshit. Oh man, Robin, go finish your homework. I gotta deter this criminal. Tall y'all ghoul backflipping through the window. Jesus, another one. Crime never sleeps in the city, and neither do I. Nah, but on some real shit, when he was talking about crime and everything, I was like, if this don't sound like these white fucking, like, actual, like, vigilantism in real life, they just be like, the element is out there. Like, what do you mean, the element, nigga? Black people and poors. They're out there.
People ruining Gotham.
all those Mexicans. They're ruining our streets. and then he get pulled in by a black woman. God damn it. God damn it. Alfred. Clear the back cave. I'm gonna need some room. Shall I bring an extra change of clothes and a towel, sir? No.
You know, though, he's really lucky that Riddler just sent the bomb and didn't just show up himself.
Word. That is super lucky, bro.
Because every time Riddler showed up, he immediately kills who the fuck he was hunting. He lucky he got lazy. He was like, yeah, I just put a bomb in this nigga.
I'll just blow up his house. Which also the other thing is, would it be that he didn't show up because he knows that Bruce Wayne is rich, so he would expect that he would have, like, security or something there?
Are rich. That's the hierarchy of Gotham. They're all rich. That's why they're in those powerful positions, or why they're.
But that's the thing. Like, out of all of the people you ran up on, you chose not to run up on Bruce. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's super plot.
It's just movie stuff, bro. It's just movie stuff. There's just certain shit you cannot get around for, like, this movie.
Because my only thing is, like, you can't run up on Bruce because he's not out and about like the rest of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's a reason that you can kind of say for that. Because
you don't really know where he's at, so it's like it's kind of hard. You attack his house, but he might not even be there. Like,
You talking about the expansion?
What? Nah, that shit blew up last week.
They still rebuilding it.
Now we talking about like how he got lucky that Riddler just sent the bomb and then show up to the house. Because every time he showed up for somebody, he immediately got that kill from whoever was going after.
Yeah.
And we were saying like, it was just plot armor. But like Dowdy said, like also a good, like a little thing you could say to kind of say more than just plot armor is that Bruce Wayne is so much of like, like
he's a recluse. Yeah. So you never know if he's.
Wouldn't that mean that like this nigga always home though?
Yeah, you would think that too. Like, you would think, yeah, he would still run up because it's like, yo, this guy's always in his house. I should come find him. Like, he in the basement.
I'm about to go pull up on it.
Hey, I'm about to, You know what I mean? He's some rich white kid. He not thinking about trouble. Like, I could easily walk up in his house, bro.
At first, I actually thought the Riddler figured out what Batman was.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
Bruce
I
Wayne in the
love
jail
how
cell.
they kind of like try and trick you. But I was telling
Yeah.
Dowdy, the easiest way to find out, like to figure out that he didn't know before that last scene happens, where they kind of try and trick you,
Yeah.
is how he had the message to the Batman in there and with the fireproof shit. Like
Yeah.
that's how you could tell he didn't know really.
But see,
He
my
kept sending it to all the. He kept sending those to all the prominent people of Gotham.
Yeah.
because my other thing about it was I
that
thought.
last scene is done really. That
Oh,
jail cell
come
scene is
on.
done so well to try and trick you. Because even though I kind of figured, and from that point where the bomb scene, it still was done so well that I was like, does he know? Because Batman kept looking at that camera like, yo, this nigga gonna snitch, bro. This nigga gonna snitch.
Well, the thing was, is it wasn't even about him snitching. I thought the video that he was talking about, because the last video that was encrypted before they figured it out, I thought that was gonna be a video of him revealing Batman was Bruce Wayne. I thought that's what he was about to do. And then he used getting Batman into the jail cell to have him in a place where it's like, now the whole city knows you're Batman, and look where you are, right in front of me. Like, that's what I thought they were setting up.
This is where watching too many trailers and TV spots what I don't like. See, I kind of figured that was just going to be the reveal of his plan, because I saw those explosions on the edges of Gotham, and I immediately thought of that's why I asked Nelson at the end. That was from like him flooding the city. It was from the comic, because I remember that, and I didn't see that happen yet in the movie. So I was like, all right, so this is probably like the reveal of what he's actually doing. That's
Yeah,
what
that seems like
was.
that seems like a very climactic scene
Yeah.
to happen. So I kind of feel the flooding is definitely like the end, even if I
Yeah, that was-
0 year.
But-
that's like
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I thought. Like, because usually with the Riddler, like whatever last part of his plan is, like you're going to see it in whatever last riddle that he has. So I didn't think it was like a reveal of his identity. I immediately just thought like, oh,
Well,
this is his plan.
Cause see, my
This
thing
is his
was,
true plan.
because my thing was is that last video was encrypted, and it felt like he was getting closer and closer to figuring out that Bruce Wayne was Batman, and that's why I was like, okay, what is this encrypted video that he got? Because for some reason, for
That's
all of
why
the
that
videos he
scene-
had,
that's why that
this
scene
last
was
one
done so
was
well, because
whatever.
It makes you think that. It really makes you think.
Yeah,
that.
and that's why I said, like, when it got you to that scene and then he started like saying like Bruce Wayne, I'm sitting there like, okay, so is that video did he really figure it out? Like, is that video gonna show like, oh, I'm gonna unmask Gotham and I'm also gonna unmask the Bat? Like, that's what that scene was making me feel, and I was like, damn, yo,
But I
did
feel
he
like
really
they did
like
that
it would
well.
make him wild smart for that, but I was just like,
Yeah,
man,
no.
if he figured
I mean,
that out
he's
that soon, like, damn, Batman gotta tighten up, like.
And also to be
Which then
fair, it's the first movie, and it's year 2. I don't think they would reveal something like that.
Well, because the only other thing I was thinking that would have happened on top of that is, like, if the video did reveal some shit like that, Batman would be like, yo, look, Gordon, you gotta destroy that. Like, we gotta make sure that I remain an enigma. And Gordon, that'll be one of Gordon's, like, moments of, like, yeah, I gotta make sure that this guy is continuing to help the city. I gotta get rid of this evidence. Which would kind of make him a little dirty, but it's like he's still doing it for a good reason, unlike the other dirty cops who are just doing it for selfish shit.
I feel like that Riddler shit, like, even though it's year 2 and people exist and Arkham exists and obviously Joker was a thing already, like, I feel like that kind of inspired some niggas maybe.
Wait, what?
You
Just
mean
like Riddler's, like,
villains
stuff.
in the?
Because yeah, like
Talking about
different
movie
villains.
wise?
Yeah. Not like real life.
Oh.
I mean, that's some real January 6th type shit. The way that they was
As I was
moving.
watching that though, especially the scene where he was live streaming and like he had all like that like deep web chat. I was
Yeah.
thinking, I'm like, yo, what if motherfucker like there's really niggas like
I can believe
Nigga, that's January 6th. What you mean it ain't? It's really happened. It happened for real.
Yeah.
Like
that.
it
that's
is,
like a
and
real,
it
like,
and the
deep
thing
web
about
shit,
he
like,
was deep web, nigga. That shit was blatant, bruh. In real
yeah,
life,
yeah,
that
I
shit was
also
wild
reading-
out
I
in
was
the
also
open.
reading the screen names and trying to
I
like.
was too. I was reading the
Trying to
messages
make
and I was
clues,
reading to see if
yeah.
Oh
they
yeah,
had
that shit on the side of the screen.
What I was doing, I was reading the names and then I tried to read them backwards if there was like any like coding or like like
Yeah,
any
I was
message.
Anagrams.
I was trying to see if any of those usernames were anything tied to like anything Batman related, but they were just regular niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas talking about rifles or some shit.
Rifles are good.
Yeah.
Always trying to
That
do
movie,
some
this
shit.
new movie came out a long time ago. Oh, man.
I am interested to see who the fuck that dude was though. He was talking to like Chris brought up at their funeral.
I gotta watch it.
He did have a weird.
That's
interaction
Rorschach,
with
bro.
it. Cause like it could like imagine if that's like just Tommy like with a different
That
face
would-
like just fucking with him.
that
That'd
would-
be
that would
so
be-
cool.
That would be really cool. Reveal.
Nigga, I can watch you man on you bitch ass. Like.
And then that was him upstairs, like baiting him as well.
You thought Riddler was the fucking boss? Man?
Oh, like nigga, I allowed this shit to happen.
This nigga.
Nigga, I punch it.
Nerd.
Stop.
You got him
Running from me,
This nigga look like he can't lift no finger.
son. Yo, come on.
He's like, I
He
can't
said-
do anything physical.
My strength is all up
Cool,
here.
He actually did like bring
That
him
nigga's
out.
a good creep. If that nigga was like my friend, I'd be like, yo, bro, you gonna tell me something?
How many kids you got locked in your basement? You sick motherfucker.
Let me check your house.
But we
You
still going to get
son
food,
of a
though, right?
bitch.
And you like, yeah.
Well,
Imagine that nigga-
you're gonna have to
imagine
figure
that
out where we're going tonight.
Imagine if he was like a wigger black nigga, white nigga in real life. Good nigga.
Oh shit.
I mean, he wasn't saying nigga.
What the hell is Taunta's tongue?
The Taunta's tongue? Basically, you're calling NPCs or lures in the world, basically.
Katniss
Very
Everdeen.
fucking useful.
Oh, I can get this. I need to go to find this fucking giant turtle. Church of Vows. What is it? Son,
Oh.
when he punches that, when Batman punches that window and yells at the Riddler, I didn't know what he said in the trailer, and then I actually looked at like captions of like what he says. He actually, and he does say it 3 times. He says, "What have you done?" First time I saw, I thought he says, "Where's the girl?"
Who's the
Where's the girl?
Rachel?
Because I couldn't. You
Rachel.
can't really hear what he says.
Rachel.
What do you think anybody couldn't be like?
She was so ugly. I'm like, these niggas tearing up the city.
He tearing up the city but his regular pussy, like you tear up the city for Catwoman, bro.
Zoe
Rachel.
Kravitz did that. I was like, God damn, look at them.
Says the Batman's unnamed Arkham prisoner identity confirmed by the
I think he was crying to himself. Nigga foil my plans. Nigga Joker like, let's be friends, you bitch ass nigga.
What do you have more of that when you have less? They're more valuable. A friend.
I like the way he sounded though. I like that. I think that dude gonna body that shit when he does show up. I couldn't tell though. Was
Oh,
his
it is the
nose
Joker.
fat?
It is the Joker.
What is what?
Yeah, they said that.
Is his nose fat?
Was his nose just fat, or did he have like a fucking clown ball on his? Because his nose looked kind of weird
Who?
in that scene, the Joker in the south. You could kind of see it.
Oh, I don't know.
The actor does have like a schnozzle.
Yeah, he has a schnoz. Yeah, he does. Wait for me.
You're just a freak. Like me.
I hate this damn horseman. I didn't think I was gonna be struggling with a horseman in like a while.
It's just when that does happen, that Arkham break, it's just gonna be that scene when all of them niggas breaking out.
Oh my
That
God.
new 52 run. Forgot what story that was.
It's
Was,
been
was
like
that the
2
Bane
hours.
shit when they all broke out?
City of Bane.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never read it.
I freed everyone. Son, I really like Bane in the Harley Quinn show. He's
That's
so
gonna be
fucking
really-
funny, bruh.
It's gonna be really interesting if they take inspiration from
I went for shawarma.
Skin Face Joker.
Oh, the one where he's like he's wearing the mask of the Joker.
Wait, they have a 6-man tag for Revolution. It's a trios match.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Is them test running for the trios belts? That match. Because it's tornadoes.
Pissing me
So-
off,
Who are
bruh.
they fighting? Because I can't really see in the video. It's like cut off.
It's Darby, Sting, and Sammy versus Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy.
It should have been. It should
How does he reach that far?
That's what I wanted to be, but I feel like they put Matt Hardy in there just because.
Oh, because of Sting.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Son, they be making this horse just glide, bruh. This should just be sliding sideways to make sure that hit land, yo.
Weak Lizzy.
Hood's gonna show up and he gonna say "old man" 15 times in that movie.
Old man.
Like, nigga, I ain't even old. Ain't you a kid?
Son,
they do
why don't
do
they just
Robin,
let me
right?
start at nighttime? Damn.
Let's say they do Robin, right? What's the best way to put Robin in?
I mean, they kind of set up that kid, so.
I don't think that kid's set up though. It's just Batman seeing himself.
Yeah, I know. He's
Yeah,
seeing
so-
himself mirrored, but it's like.
I don't-
You would have.
if that-
Well, you know what?
bro,
They
that's
set
like,
up. They
think
set
about
up that.
think about that
Hold
though,
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
if
Hold on.
that
Let me
kid-
finish.
if
They
that
set.
kid,
Let me set-
the commissioner. Well, not the commissioner. The fucking who's the first nigga that died? I forgot his title, his job title. The mayor. It was the, mayor. Right? If the mayor's son, who's an actual character and has an actual name, right, is Robin, and not Dick Grayson, do you know what people would do to that movie? They would fry that shit, son. That
But
makes
what I was
no
about.
sense.
But what I was about to say was that it would be another child that would pop up, basically in the second movie. It would have to be the second movie, where just
So
how
why would you
he
prepare
had
for
the.
that?
Well, no, I was saying that as like a joke because he was staring at that kid for like an hour, and it's like, oh, that's Robin, but.
Then I agree. Then.
But my thing is like, yeah, no, they would have to.
It can't be the mayor's son. Like that makes no sense.
Of course, it can't be the mayor's son, but what I'm saying is that the way that they're setting it up is how Batman is like staring down these poor children. It has to be a scene where it's like another fucking poor child, and it's like, you know what, there's some children that are okay and they'll be fine. This kid is not gonna be doing too well if I don't step in, and then that's like Dick Grayson. So. Fuck, I used my damn flash. I ain't need to.
The only way I would have liked Dick Grayson is if they do Court of Owls, if he has that connection, I would not
Oh yeah,
mind.
with the talent.
I would not mind. And he doesn't have to be older Dick Grayson for that to be a connection. He could still be like a preteenish kind
Robin?
of Dick. Yeah.
Hey yo,
Come on, bro. Richard.
there you go.
Jezebel is East. Found it East Learning. It's Mr.
I feel like that's a cool way, in a unique way, to bring him in, rather than just picking him off the street from the circus. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you introduce him in the plot of the court stuff, and he gets him like that to save him from the court, I feel like that's a cool, unique thing we could do.
I think that
Which
would be
which
cool,
one
like
of the
to
Robins
save
broke
him
in?
from the court.
Which one of the Robins broke into Batman's house? That was Jason Todd,
That
right?
was Jason. No, Jason broke the bat. He broke into the Batmobile. That's how.
Oh.
It sounded.
Yeah. He took his wheels, bro.
And Tim was the one that figured out his secret identity, and then that's how he found him.
You got some good detective skills, kid. Come
That's
be
pretty
my
much how it
surrogate
went.
son.
That's why I like Tim the most. That's why he's my favorite. He's just so fucking smart.
Come be my third surrogate son. What happened to the other two? Don't talk about them.
One wants to kill me, and the other one just left me because you know I'm a fucking bad dad.
I failed my first two sons, but I'm not gonna mess you up. I promise. Every family in life.
And, a year ago, yeah, Batman, think I'm gonna move. Like, fuck!
God damn it! All this pussy around me! All this pussy around me! You gonna choose men? Get the fuck out of the Batcave! Get out of the Batcave now!
You're like, damn, Batman.
Like, Batman, what's going on, bro?
First the racist, now homophobe. That's crazy.
But Doc,
Jesus,
I ain't
Batman.
raised no fat.
Alfred.
Now, Bruce, you know he admires you as a father. You don't think he could admire another man? You don't think he could admire another man in a certain way? Nah, yo. Nah, yo. Nah, son. Nah, son. He gonna be a bad family. He gonna be straight. Now, Bruce, we live in a different time, yeah? Nah, yo. Social media.
Fuck up, Alfred.
Shut up. No, Alfred, you still ain't my fucking father. Go upstairs. Bruce, you keep hurting my feelings.
I feel like you burnt, but
Bruce, I'm talking you talking to me, talking down to me like I ain't raised you. Just because you're bigger now doesn't mean I can't whoop your little ass. I taught you how to fight, didn't I?
Sound like you and Peaky Blinders.
You forget where I'm from. Land curse.
I kinda wanna see Scarecrow.
Yo, yeah.
Scarecrow would be nice. You know what? If they did do Scarecrow again, I want Scarecrow to be an opener.
Yo, he'd be so fucking perfect. Oh my god, bro, he'd be so perfect. I don't give a fuck, do that nigga again, bro. Do him again, bro. I don't know. He'd be so perfect for this universe. That's why I said Batman has so many, like, non-meta-human ass niggas.
Because it's about intelligence and
Yeah, I'm not playing.
clear discrepancies in the government system of like control.
Psychosis. Like, niggas is just fucking broke.
But that's what makes
Like,
Batman's
my mind just
galleries.
shattered, bro.
That's what makes Batman's gallery so like
So
incredible, because it's like all of these people are fighting for something that is legitimate. Some of them are absolutely crazy. Yes. Some of them are straight up gangbangers. Yes. But a good portion of them are fighting for a real reason, and that real reason is that rich people are running that city into the ground. Which again, Batman could have easily solved that with a couple billion. Like instead of spending his money on gadgets and punching criminals, he could have easily got some motherfuckers out of poverty. Like,
but you know what though? They go over that in one of the runs before. I forgot what it was. I think it was. I don't know if it's after Joker War or before it, but Batman makes a really good point of how money couldn't save Gotham, just because of like the corruptness of it, and like he has to do a little bit more than just give back. Even though he does give back and shit like that, like he has to do a little bit more. And, but like the thing about the really cool thing about his money situation is that like how I don't know if is he still broke? Did he still give it to Lucius? His like all his assets.
Oh yeah, I think he gave it to Lucius right now.
Yeah, I remember Lucius had it, but like, does he still have it? Because you know I ain't catch up.
I don't think so. I think he's still kind of broke.
Okay.
So
I thought that was a cool dynamic about it, and like the fact that he brought up, they actually went in depth into kind of like why he didn't just, you know, I'm not gonna be in the bat suit. I'm gonna just be a fucking a nigga that gives money away to people. Cause like you can't do that in Gotham. It's just way too corrupt.
well, cause my thing has always been too. I'm like, Gotham is so corrupt, but you're Batman and you know everybody, and you have enough wealth to walk up in their pockets regularly. You don't even have to put on the bat suit to do that.
Yeah, but it's too much. The way they explain it is just it's too much corrupt. It's like the government. It's like trying to fix the government. Like no matter how rich you are, you can't do it. It doesn't matter. Like you gotta do something extra with the Batman shit.
But it's like, but I'm thinking to myself like, you go after the thugs and the crime people on the street, which needs to happen because yes,
But
you don't
that's
want
why-
people getting killed.
Yes.
But it's like,
Yes, and that's
but
another
hold
point
on,
that
but
they made in the
but that's my
comics.
thing.
No, I get.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know
I'm
what
like,
you're about to say.
what am I about to say?
Is it a part of like his morality with locking
No.
people up in the system now?
No. That's not what I was about to say. I'm
Then what are you
saying,
about to say?
I'm gonna say it now. So my thing was like, I'm thinking like, okay, if you got the time to sit there and punch criminals the whole time, right? Then that means you have the time to fucking start working on the actual underlying problem, which is the corruption, instead of just focusing the criminals. And I mean, a lot of Batman stories started out where he was just focusing the bad guy. But then again, that's just how the comic book was. It was just a 1, 2, 3, you gotta punch the bad guy, whatever. But it's like the fact that later comics did kind of touch on it a little bit, but it's like it never seems to really do it. It's like Batman is here to stop crime, but it's like he could easily be
Bruce
doing
is
those
there to
same
do the
things, literally
Yes, but, like,
dismantling
that's
the
what I'm trying
city's corruption. Which, like how you said,
That's what
it's
I'm trying
too
to
big of a
explain to you.
task for Batman. But I'm like, you make
But
it
it's
seem
Bruce.
like
You gotta put that on Bruce. That's
Yeah.
what that comic was about.
I
though.
put that shit on Bruce.
But my
But,
thing
like,
is,
that's-
but
that's
what
how
I'm
Batman
saying is
nowadays,
like,
though. That's how I'm trying to explain to you in his runs. Like it's not just about Batman. There's a lot of Bruce politics in his comics nowadays.
yeah,
And like how you just said, like how he should be putting his money into stuff. That comic was the one to kind of explain why he couldn't just do that. Like yes, he's trying to do that, but you have to think about it. He's not the most powerful person in Gotham. He's rich, but he's not the most powerful person in Gotham. Just because
But-
you're rich and you own a company, you are not the most powerful person in Gotham.
no.
And they made an example about it because they compared it to Lex.
Mhm.
Lex is rich, right? And
Mhm.
Lex literally had to try to become president and became president to get more power. Just because he had a powerful company in
But-
what's his name?
Yeah.
Metropolis, he wasn't the most powerful figure in Metropolis.
But what
So
I'm
therefore
saying,
he couldn't
but
do
what
that.
I'm
He had to
saying,
become president in order to do more.
but what
stuff,
I'm
though.
saying is that
But you
Batman's,
know he's corrupt. Though.
but Batman's power, but Bruce's power is in Batman, is what I'm saying. So what my connotation is that if you're sitting here using Batman's fear to get the streets together, I'm like, how have you not used Batman's fear at all to get these rich people together? Like that's what I'm
Because
saying. Like yes, they've done it in storylines, but I'm like, how have they not done a true storyline where he's like going after a mayor or something, or maybe I
They've
just
done that plenty
again,
of times.
maybe I just don't read
They've done that.
enough. But I'm like,
just
how?
about to tell you, don't
Yeah,
read enough.
that's what I'm saying.
Because they've done that plenty of times, and there's always someone higher up on a different hierarchy that's more corrupt than that person.
And
that he takes down.
and while I know that
it's
there's a
like
chain
taking
of
out-
command, I
it's like
understand that.
Yeah, it's like taking out a general. And it's like taking out a like alright, it's like a main nigga's like capo, right? In
Mhm.
mafia terms, and the fucking underboss is still there. But
Yeah.
then when you get to the underboss
look
and you
fine.
take out the underboss, the fucking Don is still there. But when you
Yeah.
kill the Don, there's like 15 other families that you have to deal with
Yeah,
with different arcs, different ranks of hierarchy.
yeah.
So it's just like it's a never-ending thing because not only that,
It's an
because Gotham-
interconnected web, right?
Because Gotham's not the only place in the DC universe when it comes to comic books. So
Yeah.
there's other families that are connected to the other corruption just in the United States of
DC.
the universe. So it's like the only way Batman can honestly, and which is another great point about the fucking that story, was that it kind of struggled with, if Batman legitimately killed these niggas, he can solve that, but he doesn't. So therefore, like, he's fighting a never-ending battle, but he's gonna keep trying to, even though at the end of the day, you not killing them and sending them into the broken system that you can't fix with your money, is you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So like if he was a real nigga doing some shit like that in today's world, trying to help black people, let's say, just as example,
Yeah.
he wouldn't really be doing anything. If black people would be like, bro, Bruce Wayne is a,
Yeah.
he'd just be lying.
Yeah, because
Like,
literally,
like, it all comes down to
it
him
requires
murdering.
him killing.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point of that book, and that's why I thought it was written so fucking well. Because it's like he literally his morality is what stops him from actually achieving his goals. Because if you just killed the fucking Joker and killed all these niggas, bro, it would just be done. Gotham is clean, everybody dead, this nigga, everybody happy. Nigga gonna get all the orphans out of the orphans. It's like everybody be good.
Yeah, because then that
And
actually
that's where
puts more
Ghostmaker
fear.
showed up.
Yeah,
That's the
because that
whole
puts
point of
more.
why Ghostmaker showed up. He's
Well,
like, bro, if you
he's
just
the Batman
killed,
that kills.
No, he was telling him, he's like, yo, if you just killed, like, you could clean this city up within like a month, like easily. But then Batman kind of like fought him, and he's Batman's old friend that trained with him with a certain master.
Yeah.
So that's why they're so well
Matched.
just close. Yeah, and matched also. But he beat Batman, but Batman beat him back. But so like Batman just kind of like just talked to him and told him that's a different way. The shit.
Talk no jutsu.
Yeah, pretty much. But like that's the whole reason why Ghostmaker showed up himself, because he was like, bro, in a month we could clean this city, turn it into like the best city in the United States. We just kill niggas. If I go into Arkham and just cut the Joker's head off, no more Joker. Like,
and my thing is that I understand where Batman's coming from, because there's a morality in yourself that you wouldn't be able to deal with, and there's also the idea of the Hydra. You kill one, there's 5 of them under him that want to be him, that will probably do it much more haphazardly than he would.
And not only that,
And you wouldn't be able to deal with that.
And a point that he made also, like what's stopping him from not becoming that corrupt Batman once he do that? Like I can solve all my problems, just killing a nigga.
Yeah.
Like he will corrupt himself.
Yeah.
Like that was another point that he made.
Son, how?
It don't matter who you are. If you solve something and you're a good person, but you do it in a bad way, and you keep doing it, eventually a party is gonna be like, bro, I could just solve this problem with what I did illegally, and it'll be done.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna be corrupt. But damn, man.
Which that's the suckiest part about Batman's morality, because it's like you're gonna sit there and have the city beat on you for basically your whole life, for it to be exactly the same, but you just to have over time, yes, he's gotten better at it, and over time he's had more people to help out. But it's like you got to think about it as a whole, Batman as a whole. You're fighting something that, yes, could easily be solved, and that villains and other people do to stop good. So it's like...
He's only temporarily saving the city.
Yeah, he's temporarily doing it. Because the thing about it is, villains take that step, and that's why heroes don't succeed. Because villains take that step, and that's why good doesn't stick around. Because the villain is trying to snuff out the problem that is the good guy that will help all of this shit. So what do? They try to kill a whole bunch of people, and they try to kill the hero, because it's like once the hero's dead, there's nothing to get in my way. But like heroes, the only issue with heroes is that fucking they can't kill them.
Not to change the topic, you could get too real. That's why I feel like in government issues, that's why no one's a good guy, because they know that.
Yeah.
They know they have to take that step to kill.
Yeah. No, and that's literally why it's gonna suck, and I mean, like, I don't know how the rest of our lives are gonna go, and I don't know how long, like, the planet's gonna go, but it's just like us being black, it feels like it's gonna be never ending, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like we have to deal with the fact that
to the racism, bro.
It's not gonna end. The fact that it's so profitable to be racist is the main reason why it's not gonna end. Because it's
gonna be us dealing with it until the end of this earth.
Yeah, and it's like, it's sad to say, but it's like, yo, just like how that book said. Literally, you murk a couple people, because you know what I'm thinking about, and this isn't like what I want or anything, because it's still wrong. But it's like you take billionaires out, that's billions of dollars back into pockets. But of course, there's always somebody else ready to eat that up. Just like how just like how they did in the movie with the Thomas Wayne thing. He was a good dude who was gonna start a good foundation and got murked. And immediately every vulture and snake that was hanging on to that thing in the background, waiting for a moment for him to slip up so they could eat that money, as soon as he died, they all ate that money. So it was like while Riddler was mad that the renewal wasn't what it was supposed to be and it was a big lie, it technically didn't start out a lie because Thomas Wayne was really trying to do some stuff, but he died. So the it's not the Harbinger, it's something else. But basically the pillar of hope that was Thomas Wayne in that program died with him because everybody surrounding him was corrupt. So it's like, it's the same thing with like government stuff. I mean, there's so many programs out there and there's so much stuff that needs to get done. And cause I say it's literally something that happened just recently. You know that they just passed, I want to say 2 weeks ago, the Emmett Till no lynching bill.
Yeah, I just seen that shit.
They just passed it. After like 100 years of us saying that lynching is a federal crime, they just passed it. And but literally the post that I saw it on, and I put a little comment under it, I'm like, I'm not fooled by this. They're doing these little steps now because of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine, and they know that might spill over.
That happens all when something like a war is happening. That happens all the time.
Yeah, they're doing all of this to get into the good graces, so that once it's time to call on us to be the bodies that'll be on the stack when shit hits the fan, they're gonna be like, oh, well, look, we did the thing we said we were gonna do for you blacks. I mean, you should be helping us by being on the front line. Did you know that So remember you sent me that post about the black people not going on the trains and shit?
Yeah.
And all the other stuff. I did the research, I looked it up. A lot of it was true. And my bad for talking at you at that moment, because I'm still of the mind that media can be misinformed. And there could be a lot of and right now it's
I get it. I understand that. Niggas be lying in the media all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. You
don't
don't want to throw.
You don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to cry. You don't want to cry wolf of racism when it's not needed, because then every time it is needed, then you just think it's a fake offense, which is why I don't like to I don't like when the videos are promoting it too much. But there was a video where they had one of the African guys in Ukraine trying to leave, and the guy said that, I think it was either the government or the military that was there, told him, yo, we'll give you guns so you can fight for this war. And he's like, I'm black. Why the fuck am I going to fight for Ukraine? I'm trying to leave. And it was like, it was so crazy that it was like, yo, they were actually going to force black people that was... Yeah, I didn't know that black people are everywhere, though. So that's one thing we gotta...
And from what I was reading while I sent you the post, wow, I seen it, because my friends were talking about it. It was just basically like how Ukraine has been going through a lot of racism with their black people in their nation, in their country. It's just like for a really long time, which I had no idea. I didn't even know there was black people in Ukraine.
Yeah,
the only Ukrainians I've ever met in my life have been white. So I didn't know.
But that's what I'm saying. But those black people in Ukraine
and that
aren't.
Just kind of made me go like.
But hold up.
Kind of made me just go like fuck them.
But those black.
At the same day, it's not like
you can't be like that. You can't be like that.
Exactly. No, that's what I was about to say. You can't be like that. Like, not everyone is racist.
Yeah. But the issue is that the black people that are in Ukraine right now are, as the reporter and the stuff that I read, they said that these people are students. These people are like on like visas or something. They're actually there for a reason, and they were doing something that was just like regular jobs, or like I said, being a student or something. So it's like, you got to think all these families and all these people that are there for like legitimate reasons, and then you're gonna get all of the Ukrainian people out to bring them to all these other villages, and all these other different countries, but then you're gonna lock all of the black people in there and force them to fight
Yeah,
Russians? Like,
there's a dude, right? He's an overseas basketball player. He's from around here. He's about our age, and they're trying to sign petitions to get him out of
I
there.
seen that.
He's
My
stuck.
grandma
Yeah,
showed me that article from there.
yeah, he's from around here. He's been playing overseas ball. He's stuck out there. That shit sucks.
but yeah, it's nuts. And I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, like, especially when I saw that they passed that bill, I'm like, they're passing this bill now, and they might. I know if things really hit the fan, that George Floyd bill that's been sitting on Congress's table for the last 2 years, they might reach into the bag and try to pass that to get black people on their side, bro. Because it's like, yo, we know absolutely. But you know what? But then again, I'm not even going to say that either, because that bill is going to fight against police. And Joe Biden definitely said in one of his like speeches that he was talking about funding the police instead of defund the police. So it was like, all right.
I'm just join this one.
Probably want to play RJ.
Is RJ online?
Fuck.
I thought we
got
got a thing
flags.
while you making.
But yeah, but it's like,
Yeah, RJ is
but yeah, but just like to the topic of Batman, it's like, does it really require vigilanteism to actually promote a change? Like, that really sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, like Batman, man.
Tell me, bro, the fame coming. The fame coming. I gotta get me a tungsten,
Alright.
a tungsten
Tell
shape.
them about Fallout materials and shit.
That's not Fallout material. It's something you can buy.
Nope, you just making shit.
Tungsten is bulletproof, and it's actually
makes you say-
really well heat resistant too.
You gonna say something
Put
about
that shit
nitrogen?
on my
or
car,
something?
nigga.
Yo, you should
Um,
do
Yeah,
it.
I'm about to go to the gym. I'm going back on a little bit. Sure, I still got
Yeah. I'm gonna still be fighting this goddamn horse.
Fighting a horse.
Yeah, it's this Night Calvary guy. It's basically like
Oh, yeah.
fighting
I beat him.
the tree sentinel. No, you said you beat him, but we're not talking about the same guy.
You said the Night Calvary.
The Knight's
The guy
Calvary.
with the guy with the black horse, right?
But last night you said there was a different guy that you fought.
Alright, y'all. I'll be back.
No, the Night Calvary is the guy who's
You
on the horse.
you on my
and
stream,
it's
right?
Covered in black. No,
Because I saw the one
because
there.
you only see him at night. It's funny. Oh, let me see. Okay, yeah, I fought this one, but I guess he's in a different location. This is like a different version. I think he probably showed up again.
No,
Yeah, you gotta
there's multiples of them. Because did you fight the one that was? Because there's some that come next to a carriage. Like you can fight him. There's some that like they escort like carriages at night.
Yeah. No, I fought him in this passageway before you get to Castle Lorne. Yeah, you fight him there, and you get the shield barricade Ashen War, which is really good.
Well, this one is the one that gives. Apparently, this one gives you Bloodhound Step.
Oh, the flash step.
Yeah.
thing?
So that's why I'm trying to beat him.
I wanna-
But he's fucking
I wanna
strong.
make a Sephiroth build.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my Fang build. Oh god, not till morning.
Oh no, he's.
I'm trying to build my Fang build right now, so I need my Flash Step. I got 2 swords as of right now, but I figure because if I do get another blade, I'm gonna keep that ability on. But the Uchi doesn't have an ability, so I'm thinking I'm gonna give the Flash Step to the Uchi,
What the fuck? I found a crystal slug.
and then I'll keep Transient Moonlight as my my main sword hand.
I said that F extra guy. He just put up a Moonveil Samurai build just now.
Also, I need a place to find some better armor. Because I'm thinking I'm at the point where I'm like, do I need to just level up my armor?
I don't know if you can level up on this.
How do you be in the middle of an animation and then do another one, bro? That's not even fair. Son. If I could just knock him off this horse, I could get him. This horse is really pissing me off, man. He does too much shit on this damn horse. How did that even hit me? Like I'm really about to just run all flasks, bro. Cause there's no way that I'm using my special. But yeah, this motherfucker's difficult, bro.
Yeah, it took me a while to beat him. You just gotta keep wailing on him. And try not to get hit by that lunge at the time. And I think if you stay on his right side, which is your left, you probably have a advantage over him. I realize he only attacks on the right side.
Well, so yeah, I've been studying his moveset. He has it's still daytime. He has if you try to go on his offhand side, he has an attack where he swipes on that side, and he will autocorrect to do that. So it's like he'll autocorrect to do that, and he'll autocorrect to do the horse bop when you're too close. So it's like he has moves that were like, if this was Tree Sentinel, I would have been able to dodge his sliding axe move. Oh my god, I keep drinking these shits. I would have been like on the ground dodging that running slash move that he has, and then just jumping the jumping horse move. But this move though, he's got that weird stomp, and then that move would have been easy to dodge. But like shit like this, he'll turn all the way the fuck around right when you're in the corner, and basically corner you in there, and then hit you with a fucking bullshit ass attack. It's like, how are you doing all of this, bro? Give these motherfuckers unlimited stamina. Oh, and then it's just one hit and I'm dead. I've been fighting this motherfucker for 2 hours, Nelson.
Right.
Yeah, ever since we got on, I've been fighting this motherfucker, bro. I had a whole sandwich, bro. I got since I was up there, I got the chicken shack. Got some chicken shack. I probably should have saved one of them thighs, but I had 3 thighs before Batman.
Gee, that's probably why you was tired.
I was probably drunk a little bit because I finished off some of the I had some Irish cream shit.
Cream fire.
Yeah, because I knew I couldn't have said it without it being taken out of context. But see, how did all of that miss? But yeah, I had literally like some left in the bottle, and I was just like, let me just finish this. I don't appreciate him drifting on this horse, bro. And then he gets like a speed burst every time he does that. So him. Why can't you catch him? So fucking fast. I need him to come back out to this bridge, bro. I'm about to body me right now. Son. Son! We almost done. A little bit longer. Woo! Woo-hoo! And we got him, ladies and gentlemen. And we got him. And we got him, ladies and gentlemen. Victors of the way. A samurai is more than just his sword. The first thing you learn as a samurai is the way of the bow. We beat him off the cheese. Cheddar! Oh, cheddar! I like it! Cheddar! And we got 4,200 off of that. And I picked up my souls. And I ain't have no points on my souls, but we got the item. We got the item. Beat him!